You want to get better at a skill, but there's a problem. How do you find the time? The solution is simple. Identify your skill building mileage. Your skill building mileage is the number of hours you can consistently work on your skill each week. To really understand what this idea is all about, let's think about runners. Most runners have a running mileage. This is the number of miles a runner runs each week. Runners use a running mileage to hold themselves accountable and to be consistent. As skill builders, we need to identify our skill building mileage for the same reasons, to hold ourselves accountable and to be consistent. In this video, I'm going to share a simple 3-step process you can use to create your own skill building mileage. Whatever skill you're working on, from cooking to programming, creating your skill building mileage will help you get the results you want. Let's get started. If you're joining me for the first time, then welcome. I'm Amy, and on this channel I talk about learning, programming, and skill building. Let's dive into it. The first step to create your skill building mileage is to identify what is on your plate before adding anything else to it. Do this by creating a time log, which is an inventory of all the activities you do each day and how long you spend on each activity. Let's consider an example. Say you get up at 6:30, you check Twitter for 30 minutes, you spend 30 minutes getting ready for the day, then you spend about an hour eating breakfast and checking email. This would be the start of your time log for today. For the best results, take an inventory of activities as you do them. So when you eat dinner, note it. When you exercise, note it. I also recommend you use a time log over several days. This is because you will see patterns, which will be useful in the next step, which is all about eliminating or reducing. In this second step, the aim is to evaluate all the activities on your time log and to scrutinize them. Study where you spend your time and question if it's being spent in the right place. You want to eliminate or reduce time spent toward unimportant activities to make room for time spent towards skill building. Now, what you eliminate or reduce from your day is a personal decision, but there are 2 questions I like to ask myself as I work through this process. As you review the activities on your time log, first ask, does this activity help me be at my best? If the answer is no, then remove or reduce time spent toward this activity. Your aim is to keep activities that help you feel and be at your best, which includes things like sleep and exercise for most people. At the same time, remove activities or eliminate time spent towards activities that make you feel lethargic or distracted. In other words, uncover the time wasters or things that keep you busy but not productive. The second question to ask yourself is this: is this activity helping me reach my goal? If the answer is no, then remove this activity or reduce time spent towards it. You may have useful activities on your plate right now, but this is the time to question them and their priority. So think hard if one of your current activities is as important as the one you want to add. Once you find the activities you want to eliminate or reduce, distinguish them some way on your time log. Say you want to reduce the time you spend scrolling the internet and watching TV each evening. So distinguish these activities on your time log. In this example, the activities are highlighted in yellow. Now, you're ready to identify your skill building mileage. So here's what you do. Go through each noted activity that you want to eliminate or reduce time spent towards. Calculate the amount of time you'll save by eliminating this activity or reducing time spent toward it. Then tally the time saved. This is the last step to determine your skill building mileage. Say you want to reduce the time you spend surfing the internet by 30 minutes and you want to reduce the time you spend watching TV each night by 30 minutes. So, on your time log, note how much time you'll save when you reduce the time spent toward these activities. In this case, you aim to save 30 minutes from each activity. Then, calculate the total amount of time you save each day, which is 1 hour in this example. Now, say you follow the same routine each day of the week. So each week, you save 5 hours. That means your skill building mileage is 5 hours each week. Put another way, you can spend 5 hours each week working toward your skill. Now here's a tip for you. You've probably removed or reduced time from activities throughout your day. 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. My tip is this: consolidate these fragments of time into 1 or more blocks of time and prioritize these blocks of time during your peak hours. Let's revisit our example. You consolidate your fragments of time into a single block of time of 1 hour. Then prioritize this hour when you work the best. Say you work the best in the morning, then tweak your routine so you work on your skill first thing in the morning when you're at your peak. Working in blocks of time is a great way to focus deliberately on something that is important to you and to make meaningful progress toward it. The net result is this. You no longer have to find the time or squeeze extra time into an already packed schedule. The time is there. You've carved out space for it. Now just show up and do the work. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that subscribe button and bell icon right now. Thanks again and make it an effective day.